you are for your pride.
T, cut, 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 T.
Welcome back to my channel. Happy Pride. This month we are going to be talking about some of my favorite LGBTQIA plus games that aren't on every single list, that aren't The Last of Us Part 2, that aren't like the entire struggle of the game is the queerness. Like the queerness is just in the game and the struggle is like everything else. You know what I mean? Or magic or whatever. The queerness isn't the struggle. You know what I'm saying? And it's a list of games that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about as queer games, or not enough for me. Most of the games on the list are indie, if not all. So let's get to my top 10 favorite games. The first game we're going to talk about is a game that I literally just made a video about last month, and a game that I will be speedrunning in the Juneteenth Celebration this month. Sorry We're Closed. I love Sorry We're Closed. Sorry We're Closed is a survival horror game that is basically a quest for this lesbian to get her girlfriend back who plays a hot vampire on TV, but then finds out that maybe she should think about getting over her ex after 3 years and maybe date the Duchess, who is the queen of all demons. It's excellent. It is a first-person shooter that has puzzles and so many different endings on your quest for love and appreciation and self-acceptance. I love the gameplay in this game. It brings that like old school first-person shooter kind of feel to it, and I just think the monsters are just like ghoulish and cool looking, and the artwork on it is just fantastic. And this game is very gay, like incredibly gay. I don't think there's a straight character in the entire game. I can't name one. And I've played this game a lot of times through. I've played every ending. Can't find a straight person in the bunch. Fantastic game. Definitely try out Sorry We're Closed this month. It is an excellent queer game. You can buy Sorry We're Closed on several platforms. You can buy it on Steam, Good Old Games, Nintendo Switch, PS4 and 5, Xbox One, and Series X. And by the way, they have physical copies of the game, and I don't have the physical copy, but I want it desperately because the art on it, gorgeous. Check out Sorry We're Closed, made by Alamode Games.
Game!
Number 2 on the list is Thirsty Suitors. Okay, so if you like Scott Pilgrim and you thought that one bisexual is just not gay enough for me, Thirsty Suitors is fantastic. In this, instead of Scott Pilgrim versus the crazy ex-girlfriend, boyfriends, it's actually the main character of the story against her own crazy exes. And their girlfriends and boyfriends and just like all throughout the years. And it's all to explore her really messed up dating history and to really figure out where everything went wrong. We are following a character who just got out of a very kind of restrictive relationship with somebody way older than her, coming back to her sister's wedding, having to deal with her parents and her mom, having to keep her gay auntie very happy, otherwise she'll beat her up because her gay auntie is a muscle mama. This game harkens back to games like Tony Hawk Pro Skater. It has a vibe of Cooking Mama, just like a taste of like Cooking Mama with some dance moves. And then of course there's like the dating sim aspect of it where you're kind of learning about all of these characters or reintroducing yourself to all of your exes. And you have this bisexual character who is the definition of bisexual mess. The music in this game bops so freaking hard. The cultural foods that you get to play in the cooking competition parts look so delicious. It will make you hungry. Just the art and the colors and the character design of this game is just so fantastic. It's the most fun you will have playing a game leading a really messy bisexual. And as a messy bisexual myself, I'm an expert on these things. I absolutely adore Thirsty Suitors. If you want to cop that copy, which you should, you could get it at Steam, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. I actually played it on my Xbox Game Pass. I'm not sure if it's still on Game Pass, but it was for a while. Please go and play some Thirsty Suitors. It is fantastic. And at the very least, the music will be stuck in your head forever. Game! And next up on the list, another game that I will be speedrunning at the Juneteenth Celebration, Fear the Spotlight. It is a lovely, gorgeous survival horror game starring two teen girls who were best friends, exploring what that might mean for them to be in a relationship. But the struggle isn't the gayness. The struggle is them figuring out all of the other stuff going on. So these two girls decide to take a spirit board to their school library and commune with ghosts. And then they commune with the ghost of a creepy teacher from the past. And they have to figure out the mystery of the past fire at the school. And, a little bit of a Phantom of the Opera is dropped in there. So just to make it just a little bit gayer, they throw some Phantom of the Opera references in. I absolutely love Fear the Spotlight. I think it is such a clever game. A lot of it is stealth missions, trying to hide away from the spotlight character trying to get you. And there are a ton of puzzles that you have to solve in order to unlock certain places so that you can save your friend. And as your other character, there are puzzles that you have to unlock from the memories of your past so that you can get over some family issues that you have, so that the two girls come together in the end and finally become girlfriends. It is lovely. It is a wonderful game. It is so gay. But in that, like, I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer and now I'm gay kind of way. I'm having a theme here. A lot of these are exactly my gay experience. Everything about this game is just so fantastic. It's lovely. The story ends up so beautifully, and it comes in two parts. So just when you think it's over, there's more. Please check out Fear the Spotlight. It is so great. You can find Fear the Spotlight on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. And I'm telling you, it is a fantastic game to play on any of those platforms. I have it for two different ones. I have it on Steam and Nintendo Switch, and it's fantastic. And check me out speedrunning it. I'm going to do a closet cosplay of one of the characters, and I think that'll be super fun. But yeah, definitely check out Fear the Spotlight. It is fantastic, and it'll make you want to watch Phantom of the Opera again. Game! Fourth on the list is Bugsnax. I am mad at y'all because so many of y'all told me to play Bugsnax and nobody told me it was gay. Okay? And that is upsetting. And it is like, are there straight characters in this game? I'm still playing, so I'm finding out. I just started playing Bugsnax recently, and I was pleased as punch to find that the two characters that you have to find in the mystery of the game are a lesbian couple, and that you also are working with a couple of other characters that are like working their way through what their relationship means, and it's two male characters, and one's a nerd and one's a jock, and it's cute. Bugsnax is a fun kind of Pokemon-like story where you catch bugs that are also foods so that the townspeople can eat them, but you want to catch them all. You're trying to catch them all. But it also makes you very hungry for junk food. So watch out for that. And then you have to solve this mystery of the missing lesbians and get the community back together by convincing them to move back to town because they all split for their own different reasons. So you want to kind of help that community. It's community building. It's Pokemon catching. It's mystery solving. What more do you need? Yes, I do love Bugsnax because it is technically a puzzle game because the way you have to catch the Bugsnax with the tools you are given, you have to be super creative about how to use those tools to catch Bugsnax, and you don't always catch them the same way that other people catch them. It is fantastic. It is really fun. It is really cute. And I am just so surprised by the level of gossip and mess in this game. It's messy. My personal favorite character is Wiggles. She's just so cute. And she's a little bit sketchy, which I think is right up my alley. Please check out Bugsnax. It is such a really fun game. If you haven't already, it's been out for a while. You can find it on the Epic Games Store, Steam, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox, and the App Store. You can play it on the phone. So check that out. Bugsnax is hella fun. Have a good time. Game! Next up, for my favorite games, we are going to talk about Fields of Mysteria. What a very fun, lovely farming sim. I think it's one of my favorite Stardew spinoffs. I call them Stardew spinoffs, but the Coral Island Fields of Mysteria, I call them that, but like that's not fair. They have their own vibe and their own thing and their own stories. What I love about Fields of Mysteria is so much of it is actually wrapped up in like arcane magic. A lot of what you're discovering is magical. And another thing that I love about Fields of Mysteria is the fact that so many of the characters live their own lives, and that includes love lives, and they are like flirting with each other. So like when you're deciding who you want to date, you're like, well, I don't want to ruin my favorite ship. Dating either one of them. I literally have a ship in the game where I want to date both of the people that and they're just very hot lesbians. One's a witch lesbian and one's a doctor lesbian, and they both like the flirting with those two. Anyway, I'm getting way too into my feelings about the game personally. If you are looking for a new farming sim and you want it to be gay and you want everyone to be stupid hot, Fields of Mysteria is it. I love the magic storyline and the history of it all. You actually live in a magical world. So it's like very much like your D&D party split off and then you decided to go and start a farm in this place that was racked by an earthquake. That's like the vibe, I feel like. With it. It's really fun. There's a dragon involved that you can date. You can date the dragon. Okay? Field of Mysteria, phenomenal. Definitely make sure you have time set aside because it will take over your life. You can get Fields of Mysteria on Steam, and it is just fantastic, wonderful, very fun game that will take up most of your life. For all you Stardew fans out there, for all you fans of farming sims, this is it. Game! I promise you, if it is Greek mythology and it is straight, then it is not Greek mythology. Okay, let's be real. Every Greek god is pansexual. It's just how it is. That's just how it is. I love Hades 1 and 2. I am especially having a fantastic time with Hades 2. There was just a big update to it, and it is glorious. First of all, muscle mommies, twinks, zaddies, daddies. You can date as many people as you want. People don't care about that. It's just a glorious game. I didn't even like roguelikes until this game. I just think the gameplay is just so flawless. The weapons, the like environments in which you fight are just so clever. The cleverness of how this game is put together, and it's just so beautiful. The art is fantastic. The characters, all hot in very different ways. Like they are not shy about variations of hotness. It is just like incredibly fun roguelike. And I feel like I don't have to say much about Hades 1 and 2. They are very popular games. Hades 2 is still, it's not officially out yet, but you can buy it on Steam. And Hades 1 is out and about on several platforms. Listen, the story is gorgeous. It's gonna make you cry, and it's also gonna make you cry with how hot all the people that you get to date are. I love Hades. And I definitely suggest if you have played Hades 1 and haven't gotten into Hades 2 yet, definitely do it. Every every song is a bop. They have a bop, an all-time bop in Hades 2 as well as 1. I'm just gonna let y'all explore it, discover it, sing it, have it stuck in your head like I did. Very fun roguelike game. Check out Hades. It's gorgeous. The two main characters are just fantastic. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. Brother and sister. Yeah, it's a fantastic game. Definitely check it out, especially if you love mythology. Game! Next up on the list of my favorite LGBTQIA plus games is Night in the Woods. What a chaotic mess of a bisexual leading this story. Not to mention her best friend, who has the most chill boyfriend, and her best friend is the most chaotic man I have ever seen in my life. It's also this chaotic bisexual mess trying to re-become friends with someone that she wronged. Very much some thirsty suitors in it, except scary. It's a little bit of a point and click mystery, and I would say, I wouldn't call it horror, but I would call it a little bit, it's a little scary. It's a little scary. It has moments. It has its moments of scariness. In Night of the Woods, you have to solve the mystery of the missing young people in town, as well as solving the mystery of what the hell are you gonna do with your life. It is a point and click visual novel that is just so beautiful. It gets into the nitty gritty of what it means to be an adult, what it means to grow up, what it means to be a good friend, what it means to deal with capitalism. Oh my gosh, there's a lot about being broke. Night in the Woods is a really fantastic narrative game that, if you're looking for a really lovely story with really cute creatures and a little bit of there's a little bit rhythm gaming in it that I personally had to struggle through. I'm not a rhythm game girly. But your girl's in a band, like many messy bisexuals are, so you've got to play that through. I love the art. I love the animal world, and the game gets really deep, like pretty fast. So if you're looking for something emotional to really get you into it for this Pride Month, Night in the Woods is for you. Night in the Woods is a PC only game, so you will be able to get it on Steam, on itch, and I really suggest you do. It is a fantastic time, and it is really lovely, and it will have you thinking by the time you're done. Game! I will never get tired of suggesting the game Validate, because not enough of you hoes are playing it. Validate is so good. It is a dating sim, but like the focus isn't so much on the dating as it is on the characters learning something very important about themselves and figuring out their lives. The dating is definitely secondary, but it definitely like is an important part of how the characters figure themselves out. There is not a straight character in Validate. You cannot tell me Ashley is straight. She just hasn't come out yet. Ashley truthers unite. Unite Ashley truthers. Validate is technically a dating sim. It is a visual novel, and it is just like really pretty. The artwork is gorgeous in it. The music is fantastic. The stories are so relatable. Like, you're gonna feel hit if you ever dated in your 20s. You're gonna feel that hit. And the entire game is just so diverse. So many different characters from so many different backgrounds. You start as playing as a Pakistani woman, and then you continue through with a Black man who is African ancestry, like his dad is African, and then you have like you have a half Black, half Asian character who is just like it. She is fantastic. There's a white guy, because you gotta have one. It is a hugely diverse cast of characters, all so relatable that we can connect to, with stories that are just so intriguing. You just have to know how they end. I am a big fan of Validate. I have been screaming its praises since it came out. It's been out for a while. Please grab you Validate. It is on the Switch. It is on Steam. It is on most platforms that you can get your hands on. Please, 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 please check out Validate. It is fantastic. It's phenomenal. I will never stop screaming about how great that game is.
Game!
Honestly, this game doesn't get talked about quite enough, but there is one moment in the game that always gets brought up with a diploma. Please check out the game Unpacking. If you're really into puzzles, if you like Tetris, if you actually like moving because you like packing the boxes like some kind of weirdo, Unpacking is for you. I love the puzzle aspect in Unpacking, and you're basically learning and following this journey of this character as she moves throughout life into different locations, and helping her move and pack gives you insight on her life, and you like pick up so many wonderful details about what she's going through just through her stuff and where she places it and where you have to place it. Unpacking is gorgeous. It is a very fun puzzle game. It is very creative. It is a really creative way to tell a story. And I haven't experienced something so original since playing Unpacking, and I really, really, really hope y'all check it out. It is very fun. And I know it's like, I don't know how to make it sound more exciting than a puzzle game where you have to like place everything when you're packing, but it is really fun. It is really fun, and it is really clever, and it's really beautiful. And in the end, you know, happy lesbian endings. How about that? Spoilers, happy lesbian endings. Check out Unpacking. It is on the Switch. It is on Steam. It is gorgeous, and it is really fun and creative. I'm a big fan of Unpacking. Check it out.
Game!
Last but not least on my list of favorite LGBTQIA plus games, Arcade Spirits is chaos. Okay, it starts out and you get this job at this game arcade, which like you're in like the somewhat distant future. So technology has updated, but even in the present, arcades are like really rare. So it is super rare in Arcade Spirits. And you get this job and you're basically just working your shifts until you realize that one of the arcade machines is possessed. And then it goes bucket wild from there. I love Arcade Spirits. It gives you a lovely taste of like gaming culture in the ways that it can be really fun and a tight-knit community and really cool. And you see the different types of gaming groups that are out there. You have the like rhythm gamers who like do the dancing games. You have the FPS players. You have so much. It's like so fun to explore gaming through this like lens of like, oh, technology is advanced, so all you people are into like vintage funness. It's a really fun visual novel with some really cute mini games, really hard mini games at times, and lovely stories about characters that you meet that you work with at the arcade, that are customers at the arcade. And it's just like very cool. It's a very excellent game. The colors are so wonderful. It has this wonderful mix of like retro futurism that is just like one of my favorite vibes ever. The game is beautiful. It's really cool, and it's really wild. Once you get to having to fight the Arcade Spirits, it gets real interesting. I definitely recommend Arcade Spirits. It is on the Switch and on Steam. It is fantastic. Check it out. It is a wonderful game. Yeah, it's gay as hell. It's very gay. Almost every character is gay. So that's important to me personally during Pride Month. So definitely check out Arcade Spirits. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal. It's gorgeous. That is it for my favorite list of games. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Make sure you try out all of the games on the list. And in the comments, let me know, what is your favorite gay game? Let me know what you're down with. Are you a BG3 girly? I am too, but I feel like that's on every list. What is your favorite gay games? Let me know, because just because I've seen it on 1.5 million list doesn't mean there aren't people out here literally watching this video so that they can see a bunch more. Share your favorite games in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.